When's the last time you feared Saquon Barkley, Eagle fans? Yeah. I rest my case. Send it to the jury. Your Honor, no further questions. Alright, look. Click the link that's pinned to the comment section and go sub to my main channel. Okay? I need 1,000 subscribers on Fist Vicious. So click the pinned link in the comments and subscribe to that channel. If you do not do that, unfortunate events will happen to you. You're not going to be safe in your car. You're not going to be safe in the shower. You're not even going to be safe taking a shit. If you don't subscribe to my Fist Vicious channel, I will make sure something bad happens to you. Okay? Now, with that being said, why is Saquon Barkley being treated as a sympathetic figure? Oh, the Giants were so evil. We were so malicious. We were so hurtful towards poor old Saquon Barkley. The Giants didn't match Saquon Barkley's offer a couple months ago. The Giants didn't give Saquon Barkley enough help. The Giants didn't care about Saquon Barkley's importance to being the face of the franchise enough. The Giants just didn't cater to Saquon Barkley enough. I mean, it's not like the Giants didn't offer this guy $13, $14 million last summer. It's not like the Giants didn't go to Saquon Barkley at the trade deadline 2 seasons ago and say, here, take this bag. It's not like the Giants didn't just do a show on HBO where the general manager of the show on HBO said, I aged 10 years, lost a lot of sleep trying to get that guy signed, and I'm not going through it again. So this whole notion that the Giants didn't do enough to keep Saquon Barkley could kiss my black ass. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick and tired of the Giants being painted as the villains for why Saquon Barkley's in Philly. If you're with a girl right now and you pay the bills, you give her good sex, you listen to her problems, you become emotionally available when she needs you, you do everything that a good boyfriend does, and she still chooses to suck another man's dick, that ain't your fault. She just didn't like you. She liked the other guy. Whatever it is about you, she didn't like. You cannot beat yourself up if you do everything you can to be the best boyfriend on the planet. You cannot beat yourself up. It's her fault. She chose. The New York Football Giants offered Saquon Barkley contract after contract after contract. He said no. He chose. If Saquon Barkley wanted to be a New York Football Giant, he could have took one of those contracts that we offered him a season ago that's bigger than the one he has now. Period. Saquon Barkley did not want to be a Giant, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Stop putting this motherfucker on a pedestal like he's some kind of good guy. Saquon Barkley's not a good guy. Saquon Barkley is a sucker of the highest order. Did you not see Saquon Barkley go on a podcast last year and say, I should hold out, I should be a bad guy, I should make the contract negotiations ugly, but I don't want to do that to my teammates? You ever had a girl come to you when she's upset and say, well, I could expose what you do behind closed doors, I could talk about your mommy issues, I could talk about your penis size, I could talk about how broke you really are, but you be flashing on the gram, but I ain't gonna do that. That's what Saquon Barkley did. He sent you threats. When a girl talks about what she could do to you, but she's sending you a warning to give her what she wants. When Saquon Barkley goes on a podcast and threatens to talk about all the things he's gonna do to the Giants, but he won't, he's sending a threat. Are y'all not seeing this? Did you not see Saquon Barkley go on a running back Zoom call or whatever the hell they had, Times Square for all running backs, and preach about running backs resetting the market, running backs getting the money they deserve, running backs not being treated fairly. Remember Saquon Barkley did that? Okay. Who was the first dude to cross the picket line? Who was the first running back to report to camp last year? This dude, Saquon Barkley, was the face of the running back movement, and he was the first one to report back to camp. What? Do y'all not see the sucker? Do you not see the character flaws in this man? Okay? Now, I just gave you 3 minutes of why Saquon Barkley's a sucker, and I didn't even bring up the fact that he was a bust for the New York Giants. He was a 2nd overall pick, and he was a bust. He was always hurt. He never won us games. He never led us to the playoffs. That was Daniel Jones, by the way. Everybody knows that was Daniel Jones that took us to the playoffs 2 years ago. Saquon Barkley never did anything for the Giants. When Daniel Jones was hurt, we didn't win games. Remember who was on the field during that QB sneak that Joe Judge did? Remember when Joe Judge did the QB sneak? Who was on the field for that? Exactly. Daniel Jones, when he was healthy, led us to the playoffs, right? And everybody tried to say that Saquon Barkley is the offense, and Saquon Barkley is the reason that the Giants went to the playoffs, right? Y'all with me, right? Y'all following me, right? Well, if Daniel Jones is so unimportant and Saquon Barkley is so important to the offense, why did we miss the playoffs last year when Daniel Jones got hurt? Giants fans, down the stretch last year, when Tommy DeVito won for like 3 or 4 games, right? And the Giants, all the Giants had to do was beat the Saints, and we could have snuck into the wild card. All we had to do was beat the Saints, and we could have snuck into the wild card, right? What was Saquon Barkley's stat line that game? Let's talk about where was Saquon Barkley in December when the Giants fluked in to an opportunity to go on a wild card run last year? Where was Saquon Barkley? Well, why did Saquon Barkley fumble on Monday Night Football versus the Packers last year? How many 100-yard games did Saquon Barkley have last year? How many multiple touchdown games did Saquon Barkley have last year? How many player of the weeks, player of the months did Saquon Barkley have last year? How many? In a contract year, without Daniel Jones, he had an opportunity to show everybody that he's the dude. I saw Christian McCaffrey, and I saw Saquon Barkley. It's not even close. It's not even close, fam. I saw Josh Jacobs. I saw Saquon Barkley. It's not even close. There's no comparison. There's no comparison, man. I'll tell you what, though. That running back that we signed in the offseason, Devin Singletary, he ran harder for Houston down the stretch than Saquon Barkley did for us down the stretch. So, when I listen to Hard Knocks and I see A.J. Brown get upset, I see A.J. Brown get fired up for the way Saquon Barkley was being portrayed on Hard Knocks. And my question to A.J. Brown is, mind your business. You want to do everything to make sure Saquon Barkley get fed. Yeah, okay. Okay. Listen, I'm going to tell A.J. Brown like I tell all my Eagle fan friends. All my friends that are Eagle fans that are throwing it in my face that they got Saquon Barkley, come to me around like week 10. That's all I'm going to do. I want all Eagle fans to leave me alone until like week 10. Y'all talking about Saquon Barkley. We had Saquon in his prime, and he ain't do shit. Y'all have 27-year-old Saquon Barkley. Good luck. Come to me about week 10 and tell me how important you think Saquon Barkley is. Just come to me, remember. Y'all had DeAndre Swift and y'all had Miles Sanders, right? So y'all just had 2 serviceable running backs go to other teams on the Eagles, right? Come to me about week 10 when Saquon Barkley only got like 700 yards and like 5 touchdowns, and he dropping balls on third down, and he been injured for like 2 out of the first 8 games of the season. Just come back to me week 10 and still tell me if you got the best player on the Giants. Because Saquon Barkley is not what you think he is. He's not some playmaking, explosive, carrier offense kind of guy. He's not that dude. And everybody who watches Giants fans on a week-to-week basis can tell you he ain't that dude. If you watch Giants games on a week-to-week basis, he's not like that. How many games, Giants fans, did Saquon Barkley just have like 150, 200 yards combined on the ground and in the air and carried us to victory? How often does it happen? He's not like that. So all I'm going to say to Eagle fans and to A.J. Brown is, yeah, make sure Saquon Barkley get fed. Yeah, the Giants disrespected Saquon Barkley. But just ask yourself one question. I want every Eagle fan to ask themselves this one question. If the Giants are trash, if the Giants are a poverty franchise, if Saquon Barkley is that franchise's best player, and we let him walk out the door for nothing, what does that say about him? Think about it. If an ugly guy is dating a 10 and he dumps that 10, that's a reflection on her. Because if an ugly guy pulls a 10, that's the best he can do. If he don't want that girl, there's something wrong with her. So if the Giants are the ugly guy, the poverty franchise that isn't worth a damn, and Saquon Barkley is that beautiful 10, and we dumped her, what did I say about Saquon Barkley? Think about that for a second. I really, really, really want all Eagle fans to really think about that for a second. When's the last time Saquon Barkley ripped the Eagles? Yeah. When's the last time y'all played the Giants and you feared Saquon Barkley, Eagle fans? When's the last time Saquon Barkley had a 150, 200-yard monstrosity of a game against you, Eagles? When's the last time you feared Saquon Barkley, Eagle fans? Yeah. I rest my case. Send it to the jury. Your Honor, no further questions. No further questions. That's it, that's all. Hit that like button, hit the sub button, drop the FUs in the comments if you rockin' with me, and stay vicious. Dismissed.